Hello, Bossai here with a Red Dead Redemption 2 video, specifically what to do with the Vampire of Saint Denis. Now, this is part of a side mission which you get to do in the game once you reach the city. But this video is not about how to solve this side mission, but basically what to do after you capture or kill the vampire. After following specific clues, you get to this point of the game.
So, you found me.
Hey, what are you doing?
Stay back for your own sake. I walk with the undead.
What, you're a vampire?
I have been called many names over the centuries. Now go, or I'll feed on you.
Diffusing or antagonizing
You're a
results the
goddamn
same.
idiot.
He brings out his ornate dagger and attempts to stab you. Now, you get only one chance not to get stabbed by him because that dagger is a one-hit kill. It'll kill you with one stab. I didn't have my shotgun with me, so I took out my hatchet.
What is mine?
I wanted it messy. So I hacked at him right before he could attack me.
You.
I killed him. So killing him is the orthodox way of dealing with the situation. And he drops the ornate dagger, which is really a simple cosmetic collectible. Nothing really special about that dagger, but I still want it. I need to move his corpse to get to it. I loot him to get the stringy meat and bat wings, pick him up like you do with corpses in the game anyways, and throw them to the side. And pick up the dagger. Again, it's just a cosmetic thing, a collectible. There's nothing really special about that dagger. It's about the same as the others you already have. And there you go. So I wanted to see what would happen if I walked around with the vampire, the dead vampire. And apparently I discovered that it freaks everybody out, but the cops do not care. See that cop on the corner?
Sir?
Now, why doesn't the law know about
Because the law doesn't care.
Hello, mister.
He's one of the few characters which you can carry around as a dead character and not freak out anybody.
You ever play this before, friend?
So I take him to a bar to see what would happen. And obviously it's freaking out everybody at the bar. And things get crazier once I throw his body on top of the bar itself. And hey, look, everybody's leaving. I guess they have a strict no dead vampire policy here. All I wanted was a drink, damn it.
That's the one. He's a bad.
So the other option, besides killing him, is keeping him alive. Now here I'm trying to figure out how far would this guy follow me. Right? So I go around the church to the corner where the cop is. The cop doesn't care. He's like, it's cool to look menacing and walk around with a dagger in your hand. And he goes a long way, actually, around the church and up a block. I was hoping to bring him all the way to the saloon, but we came to a point where he decided to stop. As soon as I turned this corner, I noticed that, hey, he's not chasing me no more. He put away his dagger, and he's walking away. He's like, yeah, screw this. I'm done. I'm like, you're done? You can't be done. Dude. I'm trying to talk to him. Instead, I'm talking to everybody around us. I mean, there's gotta be a way to change this guy's mind into chasing me again. But, no. So, I wanted to follow him all the way to his house, because I wanted to see where he lived and how his crib was like, or coffin. But he's noticing me. He looks over the shoulder. He's like, this guy's following me home. And he's like, nah, this can't happen. As soon as you get to this part, he books it. And I'm like, no, I'm not reloading this game. I'm catching you. If you're not going to follow me, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to catch you. And so, take out my lasso here and hogtie him. Now, the dilemma I have is what to do with the vampire after I hogtie him. So many options. Well, I gotta pick him up. I mean, this city is rich with activity. What can I do? The most decent thing to do would be to bring him to the cops. So I put him on my horse, which was right by the church, and I ride all the way to the cops. I mean, look at it. This guy killed over 6 people. If you follow the clues, you would discover that. So after a short ride, take said criminal / vampire into the police department. And hey, I feel good about myself. I'm basically doing a good deed for the society, for the city. And here we go. Plop him on the ground. Hey, cop. Got yourself the famous Saint Denis vampire. But guess what? He doesn't care. He wants me to leave. I'm like, you know what? No reward, nothing. I'm just going to cut this guy free. And, oh, that was a no-no. Oh, I'm not... Oh my goodness. Now I got a bounty? And the vampire's walking away? I'm like, no way. This is your fault in the first place. No. So, after that debacle, I said, you know what? I'll wait till morning to see if the vampire would burn. And he did not. And since we're close friends now, I thought maybe we'd enjoy a tour of the city. So what better way to do that than getting into the trolley and do it San Francisco style, you know, just having this grand tour. But it's making people nervous for some reason. My horse is outside. He's nervous. He wants to be with me. I can't sit him down in any of the seats, and making people uncomfortable, like the driver. So, the tour is a fail. Gotta find something else to do. Now, I thought about, hey, let's go play some dominoes in the park. We have 2 players here, and cops okay with it.
Hey, mister.
And I thought, hey, man, you got room for 2 players. Plop my friend on the table. They did not appreciate it. I guess, like the bar, they don't like vampires. They're very racist against vampires for some reason. Started to rain at one point, and I thought it best that we get dry clothes. And where do you get dry clothes? At the tailor's. People still weren't happy that I'm carrying around a live vampire on my shoulder. And the tailor didn't want anything to do with us either. So, I guess vampire discrimination in this city is really strong. Liberals have to do something about this. How about a show, I thought? That would be a good idea. Me and Nazi, the Nosferatu, enjoy a show together. But apparently,
I don't think there's anything else I can help you with.
the theater is closed because I have a vampire on my shoulder. That is really, really racist. See, as soon as he's off my shoulder, I'm a welcome guest. What is that about? Come on now.
I need a ticket, please.
Please, through those double doors.
So I got myself a ticket, and I was going to do something I used to do in high school, was basically sneak into the theater with my friend, or at least in this situation, sneak my friend with me. Right? But the racial forces of this city is so strong. Like, I can't get him past this invisible racist barrier. So I had to watch the show without him. Apparently, you can watch the show and come back and Nazi's still there. I was thinking about, hey, let's play some poker with Nazi. Right? I know they have a strict no dead vampire policy in this bar. But what about a live vampire? Maybe not everybody in this saloon is as racist as it might seem. So I plop him onto the table since there's space for two. And once that happens, now the table has space for 5. Some people are way behind in the times. Come on now.
Didn't expect to see that.
At least this one guy isn't racist. He's more accepting. And so, hey, we decided to play a game of poker together with Nazi as one of the guests. Nazi's not enjoying the game, especially since we're tossing the chips into his face. Now, playing poker in this game is actually not too hard, as long as you play conservatively.
Well, that's just fine.
I've won a few games that way. Just playing conservative and winning. Nazi was able to wiggle out of his rope, but he's just squatting on the table instead of running away. So he's kind of confused. Does he want to run away, or does he want to actually play poker with us? We played until the morning, and Nazi's still with us. I'm like, hey, Nazi. What a loyal friend you are. I wanted to see what else I could do with him, so I figured, hey man, it's time to go. He wouldn't come with me, so I had to tie him. Here we go, Nazi. I said, I'm gonna have to tie you up and string you over my shoulder. Pow. Apparently that upset everybody at the bar. And they started walking out. Like, really? I guess they're changing their minds. They thought that, hey man, I'm treating this poor vampire in such a awful manner. Oh, they're changing their racist minds. I walked around the city, couldn't find much to do with them, so hey, I decided to go back to the bar. It's the only place where I could get a decent meal, and I was getting kind of hungry. I was thinking about getting the roast beef dish again, and I'll share it with my friend Nazi. Now, coming into the bar, I know the first table on my immediate left is a table which is always assigned to me if I order food. But there's a gentleman there sitting in Nazi's seat, and I'm like, yo, get out of his seat. This is our table. Get out of our seat. And let him know. I try to drape Nazi over his shoulders to let him know, get out of there. Didn't work. I had to pick up Nazi, and you know what, Nazi? You can sit in my seat. I thought to myself.
Stay out of my way.
And I had to back up a bit to drop him into my seat. Here we go. Drop him. And there you go, on the seat. Now, for some reason, I don't know, he suddenly dies on the seat. I know he died because he let go of his dagger.
It's not as it looks.
So I picked Nazi up again and reset him on the chair because I thought he died because he was upside down. That freaked everybody out, and I remembered, oh yeah, you have a no dead vampire policy in this saloon. So everybody left. The attempt to have an enjoyable meal with my friend failed, and I felt sad about that. The last experiment I wanted to do was to see if I could smuggle Naz's corpse into a cutscene in a side mission. I hadn't started the side mission called The Fisher of Fish, where Arthur Morgan is given the task of catching all the legendary fish around the map. Here I'm going to see if I can snuggle him into the cutscene of the side mission's intro.
Who are you?
And this is what happened.
Hey,
God. Hello, chum.
chum?
Do you want an autograph or a photograph?
I'm sorry.
People often get nervous, but there's really no need to. I'm just a normal.
Ah, you see him on the dock,
Happens to be
lying down
very
peacefully.
famous.
Okay. Who are you?
Jeremy Gill,
Mission success. Got him into the cutscene.
Who?
the famous fisherman. I've written a lot of books. I'm in the newspaper all the time. Here's one from the New Hanover Gazette from a few years back. And this is a book I wrote. Huh? I wrote it.
Good for you.
You really don't know who I am? Oh, well.
Ah, there he is again.
You too.
I wish I could bring Nazi all over
you
the
don't want a
place
photo?
so he could be in like
No, right
almost
now.
every
You know,
cutscene.
mothers,
That would be
they often
hilarious.
offer me their daughters.
Anyways,
Photograph?
smuggling Nazi into a cutscene.
But I say no.
Success.
I'm married to the fish.
I hope you enjoy the video,
You're famous for fishing?
and I'll see you again later.
As well.
Pretty well. What I mostly
Enjoy
do
the
is
last
sell fans stuffed fish.
scene with
Stuffed fish?
Nazi on the dock.
Let me show you.
Peace.
Come with me.
And you're selling these?
Yes. How many do you want? Tiddler. There's no money in tiddlers.
So I hear.